Kevin Outwit ME coming back to Humankind. We left off in quite the situation. So, you know how I was joking around that we started the world's first tech bro company in the ancient era. What do we call it? AI lists or AI Alps or something like that. There you go. Alps. So up in the mountains, we got this monastery. We got not this hunting party. It's a monastery. Zero pop. Can't even sustain that. So we got a monastery, maybe 10, 20 philosophy bros, tech bros, whatever you want to call them. Just living on up here with not a single thought for sustainability, just for remaking the world in their image. And yeah, sure, I think we could go a pacifist game with just 20 dudes, 20 hermits. But an empire that does not make. And I looked up the achievement, and we do actually have to win this game. So, by all proper strategy and logic, this game's over. I need to restart. I made a fatal error. But vibe strategy. We can fix this. Knuckle down and put on your bootstraps, and no mountain is insurmountable, or how is that what they say? I don't even know what that word is. What the hell is an insurmountable? No mountain's unclimbable. Maybe that's simple English. Vibes can save this. We definitely have to rely on vibes here, though, because I'm doing a pacifist playthrough, which means I can't recruit any military units. But we're also destroying these guys because, they're uncivilized, they're nomads. They don't count. Our city can't support a population. The absolute worst thing I could do right now is settle any of these units in this city because they'll instantly starve to death. It's like, they're nomads. They're not human, whatever. We're nomadic. Nomadic. We're not nomads. We got a king in the castle, someone we support. We're not just wandering around, subsistence hunting and gathering for ourselves. We have a higher calling, support your overlord, tech bros. Vibes say that this is savable. And I've got a plan. What we need is food. Technically, what risks us falling behind in this game is population. So, in order to deal with the population issue, these are two separate things. The population's going to have to be ongoing. Well, fixing the food is more of a long-term plan. So the ongoing is that these guys need to keep wandering around and finding those curiosities and spawning more units. They can come back to the city in maybe 1,000 years or so. It'll be fine. So, we already got a population of 7. We almost got a star. We're getting there. They're 0 population city. The long-term plan. We're not going to be settling up the mountain range, most likely. Because that's just repeating the mistake. We got to do something different. There's a river over there. That's interesting. What we have to do is have some peasants come down from the mountains and set up some farms so they can feed the lords of the mountain. King of the hill, yeah. And in order to set up these outposts, we're going to need influence. Which means the city's going to keep doing exactly what it's doing. We're going to get these schools set up in the mountains. We'll get research. We'll get influence. Yeah, that's the one. The real question is, do we set up one more outpost in the mountain? Just one more. It's not that dumb. Or do we just come out of the hills and get some farms building as soon as humanly possible? What I'm looking at over here is this region, because we could just pop down a school right next to here without having to build out. It's not the best, because I mean, we get 3 mountains if we manage to go over here. Actually, we could build a farm here. That would give me, well, 1 food, because we don't have any of that region. So that's a singular region that loops around. So that is a spot for a future farm. Not a current farm. Yeah, the region system is, I say it's abstract, but the tiles might be next to each other, but would you really consider something on top of a cliff next to something at the bottom of a cliff? See, this is a situation where vibes beats logic. That tile is next to that tile. No. That tile is nowhere near that because you can't walk up and down that. This is a very valuable region. It has less than adequate farmland, but at least it has some. Let's compare our options. There's this region over here that's got quite a good bit of grassland, but we would completely be abandoning the mountain idea if we went south. We may want this at some point. There is also over here that we're destroying. Say, you know, there's a mountain spot over there. But there's not a lot of food down here. Well, there's a bit over there, but if we did build in this region, I'd say we'd have to place the outpost here. Well, one of these 2 tiles. It would take us a while to get to that mountain. We would just be production focused getting there. That it doesn't really make as much sense as it might initially seem. Okay. This region to the northwest. You know, we can get the backside of the mountain. There's the occasional food tile. This region's pretty crappy. Yeah, well, this one has that nice spot where there's 3 adjacent mountains to the tile. This, well, I mean, it does have that too, but... Well, does it? Actually? Yeah, this one. But... what's over there? I would like to know what's over here, actually. Oh. Zagros. It's just a named mountain. It's not like a actual natural wonder. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this spot would be great to build one of the Confucius schools. But food. There ain't no food here. So this is more of a keep making mistakes region. Oh yeah, and we also want to think about being defensible, don't we? Yeah. Layers and layers of practicality are really bringing down the vibe, man. Honestly, the perfect compromise is this region here to the east. Don't know how we're going to get 16 food out of it, though. That doesn't seem so realistic. Good news is the outpost doesn't need to be near the mountains, because we're already near the mountains. So, you just throw it down wherever. Maybe over here, so we... Because, yeah, there's one spot where they're climbing up the hill here, if anyone's invading. It's actually very well defended otherwise. We want access to the grasslands without going into them necessarily. Sorry, there's 4 food tiles over here. Assuming we don't don't expand into these surrounding regions, nothing else is going to be within range. So we don't want to cook ourselves into this corner. Going this way toward the river is possible. Going north over here, who knows? That's distant thought. Oh, don't tell me it is actually going to make more sense to build in this region. It might. Now that we're actually looking at the numbers. Okay, this isn't pure vibes. If we put it down here, we would have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 food tiles. We could expand down and grab another, like 2 of them. Be going closer to the river. If we put something over here, building toward our ideal school spot might be a poor idea. But is there anywhere else where we could grab more than 2 adjacent mountains? Not really. It's not necessarily bad to have the high production of the mountains coming inward. We would just need to make sure to have some selection of food tiles. Let's see what the technology tree has to offer. Maybe there's salvation in science. So food per farmers, not particularly helpful when there's no capacity to have farmers. Making me realize how bad this situation really is. Okay. Now here we go. Food per farmer's quarter. And for horses. Okay. And better scouts. That's promising. It is. Lumberyards, forest, woodland, whatever the hell, who cares? It's like warriors, we got them anyway. We don't need walls yet. We don't need garrison yet. So domestication looking promising. Just looking a little deeper in the tree right now. We're not worried about fish. Stoneworks is down there. We could consume population to build things faster. That might be part of our rescue strategy. But clearly we need better farmers' quarters. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Clearing forests isn't terrible either. So we are going to pivot that way. The good news is we've baked ourselves into a corner so hard that it makes decisions like this quite simple. We simply don't have access to most of the resources that we could be powering up. So, alright, what's our math vibe talking about over here? Which mountain we grab? So if we get this one, we could build a farmer's quarter right here. Get the old 1, 2, 3 solve. But if we went over here... So we do have to merge the outpost into the city, so I mean... We can't immediately solve any problems. That'd be too easy. If we put an outpost there, it's not the most defensible location. I definitely like here better, but I wish I had this so I could click this button and just pull up the little trial thing that shows the yields. You know what I'm talking about. So if we went over here, we'd have an outpost that grabs like 4 food. So 4 plus the capacity to build a farm that would grab, let's say 5. Now let's say 4 because we'll build a school down here. So that's like 8 food in some time frame. If we went over here, let's say we picked this ideal tile, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll come online faster and we could expand it. We might want to be up against the mountain so that we're getting a mix of production and food. In that case, we can pump out the farmers' quarters quicker. What does it cost to build quarters at the moment? 52, that's... So settling next to 2 mountains would boost speed over 10%. Might pull a turn off of a thing here and there. And what is the actual value of a farmer's quarter? Is it just... It pulls in its own tile and any relevant surrounding ones. Yeah. So even if we did get our 8 or whatever over here, drop down here, it would only pull like 3 more in. I'm not sure where I'm going with that. We need to pump out the culture and get both of these regions. It's just a matter of where do we start. I mean, we could be insane and just put something down here and grab all the production. How does that solve the problem, though? That's the real question. It doesn't even get us the region where we can drop that farm. Just cuts us off. Yeah, we can't be doing that. If we go here, I don't know if saying it's a balanced approach is necessarily correct. And here would get us 1, 2, 3 food. And we're at negative. What? A lot of that's coming from the military. We're not going to lose the military units, are we? I mean, I'm assuming that with everything here that they're on subsistence, you know, they can get their own food while they're out and about, but... So, I mean, as soon as I settle a military unit, I'll be able to place them as a farmer and get +6. Does it change how much that unit requires? I don't know where I would even check that. Do you show me your food need? No. How long are we taking? 22 minutes. They haven't even made a move. Oh, yeah, that's why this game takes so long. I don't want to build toward the river. Not yet. You grab 1, 2, 3, 4 food. At best, we'd get like 2 more from building that way. So this really does just get us like 8, 9. That's it. That's all this region's good for. Okay, going this way would also help. But let's say like 9 food is all this region's good for. How about you? So we could already kind of grab like 5 or so if we were down here. And that, see, it's not better. Than that, you can only get maybe 7 in there. But it'll help us grow into the other region faster because we can build the school. So we can do that here too. So I don't know what point I'm even making anymore. I'm confusing myself. Oh, man. Serious problems, bro. The vibe's real raw right now. We're going to do the gamble this way. So we'll pop it here. That's a very nice defensible position. I saw something fancy down there. We're going to head for that. I don't know how quickly we can churn the outposts out, but we need to place 1 and merge it. So we're not placing 2 back to back. The gold is always great. So I would rather you be up there, thank you. Get up there. Now he's up here too. Well, that's listening. We could be slowly retreating to over there, because it might be higher ground. I don't think we need to do that, though. Just do a simple defend and then offend. Yeah, it's fine. We get 3 rounds, defend twice, then attack once. Simple. So we get your gold, and then we get whatever special thingy you're guarding on the next turn. Yeah, if only food was like a universal thing, but transport and yeah. How to be pacifist does not include settling isolated cities that are easy targets. Unfortunately. There's a lot of mountains on this map. I'm trying to remember what option I chose for map creation. Is there any reason for you guys not to just like sweep down this corridor? I mean, we're already getting so far away that it's not relevant in this point in time. We're not even trying to get luxury resources. I mean, unless they're over here. I mean, we need to know what this river valley has in store for us. And then maybe somewhat to the south. Like, maybe behind that mountain, but that's not really important. Actually, if we settled or grabbed something here, then it would be next door. It is important. Where are you going? You're going east. You don't need to go east. You can go over there.
Follow me.
You're picking that up. Yeah, you're going to be looping down, but we can have 2 guys doing that job. But we need to know what's here, first of all. So we'll do that. Yeah, okay, we already got it. You don't have to go up there. It is not a bad spot, actually. Well, I mean, we knew we wanted to settle north. I just think we have to take this eastern province first. Yeah, you just sit here.
We'll keep an eye on things.
They're not civilized. Alrighty. Why can't we build an outpost? 61. Oh no, I thought we only needed 20. Oh. This is gonna be painful. And of course, doing any of this costs influence. Oh. But it pays back. Oh man. I don't care about faith. I do care about science. Yeah, the whole thing where it doesn't show you how much science you're getting per turn unless you highlight that. That's a little bit of weird UI, but I guess you also don't want to make this too crowded. Yeah, whatever. Let's stop talking about the compromises the UI developer had to make and start talking about the compromises we have to make. That's going to take a lot of turns. We need something that's like an investment that'll get us there faster than if we didn't redeem the money. Yeah, it's like taking out an influence loan. That'll take 10 turns of a Confucius school. versus how many turns will it take to get there? Like 6. Yeah, it'll take 6 turns to get 60 influence right now. That takes 10 turns to redeem itself. That's a bad deal right now. I thought I was going to be doing this on 5s, man. Now I'm actually, like, being smart. That one redeems in 4 turns. That one feels just like universally better, because then you also get something for the emblematic district. The thing is, I don't care about faith, really, so... I don't want to go down the tradition route. How about legitimacy? You got anything for us? The reduced cost to create outposts? That sounds pretty good. It's traditional. I don't know what the absorb cost is. Because, like, technically the outpost is useless for us until it's both created and absorbed, or attached. So that would be nice to know. Boosting the science would be great. This feels more significant than the other one. Like, the laws are more for growth. The myths are more just for whatever you want to use influence on, you know? Probably like the civics. So this feels like the play it small option. This feels like the play it big option. What would the tech bro do? Vibe laws? Probably. Or they just hire some lawyers. We're gonna codify the laws.
Just imagine, once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
I think the ideal situation or decision here was not to redeem any civics. But I don't know for sure. So we can do... Oh. Now that's something. We picked the Estate civilization. That's very, very good for us. 30... I'm calling it free influence. So we could go back in here and grab the other one if we really felt like it. We could even have conflicting. Bring ourselves back in the middle. I don't think we want to do that. We don't have an emblematic district. It would take 10 turns after we get one. It's useless without one. So there's no reason to do that. Unless the plaza counts as an emblematic, but I don't believe it does. No. So on the topic of spending money, what would it cost to rush that? A lot. You know, I mean, we could also do that. The pottery workshop would be quite helpful. Could always disband units too, you know, get the food back up, but... No, I'm not gonna do that. I refuse. We have a 31% surplus. We don't care about stability. Yeah. When there's no one in the city, there's no one to argue. What is the merit of getting that culture up as quick as possible versus getting the school down? The school will be good for 3 influence. But it's a district, so it's also going to pull in a bunch of other stuff. Science will be quite significant. Like, seriously, we go from 3 science to like 10, plus pull all the production of the mountains in. Like that sounds unbeatable, actually. So we'll keep doing what we're doing over there. I got more warriors. Billy May's here. Oh man. Deficits just keep growing, they get solved eventually. That's the tech bro way, Debts are assets. Haven't you took accounting? This series is going to get me talking finance. I'm telling you now. I just need to learn a little more so I got something to say. Or I'll vibe it. I can always vibe it. Alright, I know that's a dead end, but you can see what's down there, so... I mean, he could just go down the river. That's a better way to handle that situation.
I'm on it.
Look, now we don't have to waste some movement. Silk. There's a lot of river over here. It's almost as if that would be a spot with a lot of food if I settled there. Instead over here. Well, that's ideal second city territory if nobody else finds it first. I probably have the biggest army in the game too. That's the irony of this situation right here. Alright, this map loves its elevation, doesn't it? I bet I put that on random. That's probably why there's so many mountains. And again, there's no mountains like over here. But there's some mountains. So I don't know. Did I find the mountain spot or is the whole map the mountain spot? You may. Well, the only way we won't know is if we get mauled by a bear or whoever is next door. Mauled by a snow hare, perhaps. Wonder if that's where that Monty Python joke with the rabbit came from. Is someone rhymed snow hare with bear and then it's like, can work with that. This guy might as well scout north, right? I mean, we've got so many units running around now scouting, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, we're growing the pop, so who cares about the food deficit? We'll land them back home later. Oh yeah, I turned this score off, by the way. So, don't entirely know how well I'm competing. Can see the stars though, and I can see that the guy we're bullying is the only one still in the Preolithic era. That's pacifism for you. Okay. So you're going east. We have too many scouts. It is ridiculous. Oh, go explore the coast or something. I don't know. I literally don't have a job for you. There's mountains up there. We like those.
Let's go.
I guess you might as well stand in here to heal.
Keeping an eye out.
We really don't need to defend. should I have been disbanding the units? Don't spawn another one. Hey, guess what? Come on, man. I swear we've gotten more than one of those. But how many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How come it says I only have 8 pops? That guy's getting an outpost over there. I think it's a sympathy outpost. Do you have anything to offer? Not really. I'm not going to be building any armies. We just keep happening into them, like there's some kind of, you know, black market arms dealing going on right here. No, we could literally just put an outpost down here. It's not the worst idea in the world. What is domestication do again? I mean, well, you can already see where the horses are. Food per horse. I mean, like I said, it's not the worst idea in the world. Take a moment to delay our mountaineering, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we could get all the production from the mountains, but I know what we would do with it. It's gonna take a while to build all this stuff, though. So maybe the wise move is just to grab a them horses. Perhaps we should take this defensible location while we're at it. I know there's more food down here, though. Well, you know that would end up being a vulnerable outpost, and if this is our primary food supply, this is going to be a sticking point the whole game. Unless we make friends with Teal over here and use them as our defense. Oh. I'm quite content to let him take that. There's no reason to chase him down and just be a menace. So really, we do have to build it up here. And we get some science out of it.
Let's go.
And I mean, he said this was the vibe based one. But that said liar. So, you know, all the planning is being disrupted now.
Over this way. Come over here. Off we go.
I consider myself an improviser. Part of me wants to settle a guy in the city just to see how much it affects the food. But I got no way to pull him back out of the city if I do that. So that we might do it as like a save reload type situation. Perhaps now would be the time to do that, actually. Save. Alright, bro. If you settled in this city, what would happen? We find faith. That's not what I expected. It literally just adds the +6. So, population and units seem to require the exact same amount of food. Are only the warriors consuming food? Huh. Oh, this just hadn't updated. That's what happened with that. I think just the warriors are consuming food. Because if it's 6 per... Is there a way we can answer this? They take a gold. Versus, that's also a warrior. How do some be damn warriors? Come on, they can't all be warriors. I mean, there's nothing there that explicitly says that they find their own food if they're a scout. I guess this wasn't seen as important information, huh? Are we just trying like an extremely niche strategy here? Surely there's no one that's just had like a nomadic population. Or surely there is somebody who's just had nomadic population through the engineer. Because they've built in the mountain. Okay. I don't know. I think we're going to be wanting that forced labor, though. And that's when we bring people home. Are you actually not at risk of starving? Huh. Well, wait 1 minute, then. What if I put you to work now? Can you not go under 1 pop? See if again after a number of turns. The number of turns has not been defined. Which thing do we rush? Do we rush the science or do we rush the industry with this pop? Because that would be pretty major win there. Though that tech isn't going to do anything till the horses are online, so... I'm okay putting him to work, as long as he doesn't starve to death. And yeah, I guess we got faith, whatever. What am I supposed to do with that? I didn't even want it. The shamanism will slow us down a little bit. And then it'll be faster once we got the outposts online. It's fine. I think. I know what I'm doing. We do need to make sure that guy isn't starving next turn. And that's what we're doing. I guess we'll bring you back to guard the city. We're going to figure out how many people we can put in there without starving happening. Doing that minimalist sized city play.
Follow me. Let's go.
Fresh hardware. You can go look over the peaks. Yeah. Might even say that this is the Society of Meditating on the Peaks, huh? Okay. Oh, these mountains are higher than mine. Dope. Well, I got the snowier mountains, so I win. Rewrite the rules of the game, you know? It's all about that vibe. How do we have so many damn units? Oh. Well, you're healed enough to go raid that. This guy's already scouting. It's like, that guy's already scouting. It's like, crazy, man. I'm getting overwhelmed. This isn't even a huge map. It's just a normal one. I'm trying to figure, should I bring that guy home? I don't know. Nah, forget the army composition. We're not even supposed to have an army. You're not starving in there, are you? I think he's good. Or at least pretending to be. Let's rush that out. We want our 9 science, please. What do you got for me? The era of nomadism is a distant memory for the people, is it? Well, I mean, maybe for the 100 guys that set up shop outside the monastery there, but the rest of them are a bit on their own out there. You gotta have a really defined class system with maximum inequality so that everyone knows their place. So says a wise monk Techius Broius of the Gold Clan. I don't even know what, like, you're supposed to say a real life tech bro is. Like, they present as being so, like, egalitarian, but they're not. And I don't know if it's an intentional lie or not half the time. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the whole luxury beliefs thing. It's like they actually got the money to present themselves in a certain light. While other people just worrying about getting the money. So, what is this saying? Multiple generations have lived and died in the same city, have they? The last I knew, there was like a singular hermit here in the monastery. So, I mean, I don't know how that man was reproducing, but... I mean, that's one of those situations that where there's a will, there's a way does not apply whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, so this is about burial. No, not burial rights. This one's about inheritance. We just like freeze the cattle on the glaciers. Oh no, that would make me traditional. Oh, now we looking at the whole... Hey, man, the whole joke I was just making is relevant now. We got the egalitarian versus the hierarchy thing. Isn't that quaint? What does it actually do in practical terms? Money? Industry. Man, as I'm getting older, I'm more and more looking at politics in the practical versus ideological lens. And coming from me, that's saying something. Like, I am not a practical person, but you know, that's where ideologies come from. Someone's like, hey, this is a more practical way to live. And then people justify it and like make it sanctimonious, like it's some type of religion after the fact. Okay, that's not entirely true, because some politics is just based on religion, but less so the modern types and anything economic. Either way, we lose some stability. So money, we get extra to our 0 per turn. Cool. And industry, well, we have that. So maybe we're going to be egalitarian fronting over here, you know? There's a... Okay, that doesn't change it enough to actually do anything, but... And this also isn't changeable later. Oh, man. If I was doing this by vibes... I don't even know what vibe I'm committed to right now. This isn't really relevant to pacifism. But... So we doing the tech bros in the mountain hermit thing. That's not really relevant either. Not directly. This isn't even talking about things going outside of a family, you know? Each child versus one child. Interesting. I think we're going to be working more on the money as a deliberate choice. We're kind of just walking our way into production because we're surrounded by inedible rocks. So we'll do privilege. And we'll pay it back later. There's always a payback when there's privilege, right? Look, there's some money right there. So you're gonna starve if I put you in there. We gotta save again. Did that say the saves were not going into the cloud? Hey, would you like to ransack your own city? Alright, get in there. They will starve immediately. Okay. So you can start with 0 pop. But you can't drop under 1 pop once they're in there. Yeah, I mean, the hermit needs some servants, don't you know? So that answers that question. That music really picking up. Like a pickup truck. Thing is, you think with all the talking and improv I'm doing in my speech that That would be distracting me from good strategy. But I tend to play these games better when I'm talking, because the part of my mind that deals with externalized thoughts works better than the part of my mind that works with internalized thoughts. There you go. A clear, concise point out of me. Usually those cost money. So you're waiting here to build some. Yeah, I know we got $20. I guess these guys are just doing a loop around this territory this guy's claiming. Just so we have some idea what's over there. You know, if there's any neighbors over there, maybe we get them on side before he gets them on side. We don't need no coalition beating down our door. Oh. I feel like we need to be keeping an eye in the southeast, but we are working on that, so it's not really an issue.
Come over here.
You head for the river. You're gonna head more deliberately east. You're gonna burn down this bear cave. Give me some cash. I don't really need two guys stacked together, do I? How does the population work for outposts? I don't remember. But we'll relearn it together. The nomadic era is well behind us. Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
That's right. No nomads here. Nope. I don't know, you want to go, like, stand over there and make sure no one's coming toward us? I don't got a better job for you. Also, I think the collectibles spawn in the fog of war, so maybe we don't want to have sentries everywhere. When are we getting to the point we can chop down the forests? We got a couple of them. Chop till you chop. Or, no, chop till you drop. That would sound better. The improv doesn't always work. Yeah, that's why some people script things.
Off we go.
Moment of silence for the wonderful music. Hey, you're still not civilized. We can't keep getting away with it.
Yes.
Okay. How much influence is that going to give us again? 3 extra per turn. Not a lot. Not a lot. I don't know when we'll be able to rush it out. Yeah, well, we're going to have to merge. I got to remember to merge before I just build more outposts. This does seem to be the coast. We've already scouted it plenty that way. Well, coast or not, it's the top of the map. Let's go up there. Never mind, let's go over there.
A temporary setback, I hope. But your empire has been outdone, and others are now leaving a greater mark.
Okay, I mean, if I was somehow in first to begin with, that's pretty miraculous. I don't believe it. They're lying. That's just a scout. I actually should have the warrior over there to guard. Don't need someone up there. Yeah, you're my guy over here. You need to be. Do I need to be careful? Because I don't want to be losing these units. There isn't any wildlife that threatens them, but I don't know what the AI will do if there's lone warriors out in the middle of nowhere. They attack.
We'll keep an eye on them.
So, shamanism. Get out of here. You are pushing your luck now. Don't like that. I like that 10 food, though. Oh, even if I put it down there, it'd just be 11. Yeah, whatever. So I can, like, take one of these guys out, but we are going to have some problems. We might be losing this unit. He might be on, feeling like taking some revenge. Let's try to retreat by the mountain. You come after me, I'm going to come over here and loot that.
Over this way.
I'm inclined to come do that anyway. That'll distract him well enough. Then again, then we're just sacrificing a scout to save a scout, so doesn't really feel like accomplishment. Someone found $20 out in the hills. Take it.
Come over here. Let's go. Off we go.
You found, what is it, another warrior? Yeah, of course it is. Yo, what was that thing from that show? Like, oh, warriors. What did you find? Some science. Convenient.
Follow me.
Why haven't I found any of the civilized AIs? Surely there's like cities out here somewhere. You're injured. Aren't you? Come back to friendly territory. The new guy you found can do the scouting. Oh yeah, there are barbarians at some point in this game, aren't there? I just haven't gotten there yet, I suppose. 9 turns. I mean, our food problems for the long haul. I suppose we will be founding more outposts before we merge. It's less than ideal. Guess we'll do this one. No, do we? Or do we go over there? What's the move? That guy's already going up here. We don't have anyone over there with all of our units. It's the one flank we don't got anyone close to. That's unfortunate. What was this one good for again? Emblematic districts. Nah, it's too soon. Well, is it? Maybe it's not. I might be able to buy that next turn. We have a nice, sensible deficit to our budget.
Let's go.
As we'll keep telling ourselves. Feels like we should have met someone, but hey, for pacifists, being alone is a good strategy. Hermit in the mountain, hermit in the world.
Come over here.
Hermit maxing, as one might say. So we're up to 10 pop, but no, it hasn't refreshed yet. Are we getting attacked? No. Merchant level 2. 2 people. How do you get that? What's the play? Do we leave this guy alone? I mean, there's a militarist star in here. For the record. There's also the Mind Your Own Business star. That's a pretty cool one. What do you got? What? Didn't know there was multiple religions. Okay. That gives food output. I don't know that it's going to be paying back, though. No. No, we're going to have to pass on that. For now.
Off we go.
40. It's enough to rush out our school.
In constructing an emblematic quarter, you have become a builder and a creator. There is more to creating an empire than just yelling orders.
Alright. Now we got a monastery and a school. Got everything we need to build, what do we call this? If the real one's Silicon Valley. Germanium Peaks. Sounds good. Germanium Uber. That's alright. Most people won't get the joke. And then they can't be offended by it. Except now I've told them that there's something there. Do we build another district? Yeah, let's get our pottery barn online. I know this guy's going to pick a civilization and then suddenly have a ton of warriors. That's the problem.
Over this way.
He's cutting off my retreat as well. Pretty stinky of him. So in theory, if we were to ransack this, $20, it's not much, but it's honest work. Ideally, we can make him run that way so he can't go back and defend, too. That's pretty nice. Run away. No, not that way. That's what we didn't want to happen. So we're behind schedule if we don't get another outpost down next turn. We're behind schedule. It's not happening. There's probably more stuff in the clouds. He doesn't need to go grab that. Let's see, I was right. Oh, man. You're gonna be turned behind on what we wanted to be doing, but we only knew we've been wanting to do it for a couple seconds, so that's alright. We do have a strategy here, right? I don't even know. It feels like we're doing something right. But sometimes it feels like you're doing something right up until you die. Oh, now we're going to be 2 turns late because we can afford it now. Womp womp. Oh, I was in first just by the merit of being tied with everybody. Because it's based on stars. Right. Yeah, we'll have another outpost soon enough, and we'll get the science one quickly enough, and, you know, something, then we'll win. That's how it ends. It's either and then you win, or and then you die.
Follow me.
Yeah, no in between.
Yes.
You don't need to go up the coast. There's nothing over there. Everything's by the mountains.
Come over here.
What? Why that soldier trying to be all seductive?
Yes, sir.
Alright. This is the hill we hopefully don't die on. What's this? Oh, I was hoping when you said supplied, you meant you didn't need food, but I guess that's not the way it works. But yeah, let's try to just get everything built and online as quick as possible. In theory, we should stack these guys. We don't need to stand on the tile guarding it because they can't get to it. This is going to be bad for this guy, though. Oh, you're a culture now. Oh, we're fighting now.
So, do you view each other as friend or foe? It's time to unravel the diplomat's dilemma.
I'm not sure it's going to matter how I feel about it. Hello?
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the highest compliments. As long as we are honest and fair, we can do mighty things.
What's my guy got to say about that? Nothing? Yeah. Kinship, huh? I should probably wait till the battle's done to forgive him, right? Oh yeah, I attacked your tribes. I'm ransacking. You do remember, huh? Oh. 8 turns. I would like to leave you alone now. organized warfare to do anything about that. I am willing to go over there because there's some shiny. Oh, that tile's already reinforcing, huh? You grab that, actually, you're closer. What? Demilitarized. You've demilitarized my territory? So, I mean, it's good that he picked a defensive civilization, but...
Follow me.
telling me I'm not allowed to be in my own territory and then attacking me in my territory is pretty, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is. Bird is the word. Why am I on the left side and he's on the right side? This is your side. I don't want to be over here. There isn't even any good terrain over there. Come on, man. My outpost is over there. Staying in the woods. See, I knew this was going to happen. I told you so. I can flee over there, but it ain't going to do me any good either. Because I can't even get up on the hill. I'm just going to sit in here and defend. You attack me all you want. I don't care. It's your fight. Defend. He didn't even lose his unit. Or did he? Well, you trapped my unit in the demilitarized zone. You're guarding your city. That's against international law. What? I don't even know if I care about what everyone else is doing anymore. This guy being a nuisance.
Follow me.
Yeah, I know. You want to tell me more about what it means, though? Word of my empire has reached him, huh? Oh, I want leverage. You're supposedly getting leverage on me, I'll get leverage on you. Oh, he's cool-headed and forgiving. I thought he was talking about being all Mr. like revenge and so on. But... well, okay. Maybe we can get along.
I know you won't do it again.
Stop making noise. The grown-ups are talking.
Huh. Well, trust is improving rapidly. So that's nice. Probably not going to go for an alliance, though, are they? So I don't think we have anything to trade. So... oh, we can do stuff here, though. I mean, I like being able to forgive him, so I don't necessarily want to do that. I bet I have the bigger map. None of us have luxury goods. Let's just propose open borders.
We would all benefit from growing
No.
closer, don't you think?
A good idea from a good friend? Let me hear it.
It doesn't match what he did. It's funny that I can get leverage for that.
It would be best to let bygones be bygones.
I'm not impressed by boasts, but by actions.
No. I think it'll be fine. As soon as he forgets the whole "you're not civilized" thing. Let's let bygones be bygones. And let's defend that guy. I got no idea where the rest of his army went. How many guys do I just got dotted around this map? Way too many of them.
Come over here. Follow me.
Nomad? No. You mad, bro. So I forget, the fact that we've explored this part of the map, if we leave and this is all fog of war again, will we be able to see if someone's settling over here? I know you don't get to see the unit movements, of course. I think so.
Come over here.
Where are all the luxury resources on this map? I mean, there's dies. I'm getting the feeling we can be playing a game without luxuries. I mean, we could creep our way all the way up to the coast if no one else gets there first. Puntland. What, somebody like punt a rock into the sea and now they're like, oh, it's a great idea for a name. And then Zagros. That's the mountain that someone drank too much and puked on, and now it's gross. Alright. I don't know how far the childish humor are going to go in this game. People who watch Let's Plays of Humankind are of a more refined taste, one might say. And that's not me just, Dude, what's the damn phrase? I was going to say sucking your thumb. That's not right. Definitely not.
Off we go.
You know what? I don't like that line of thought. Atakai Lagoon. Oh, an embassy. How do I do that? I think we should do that.
Will do.
Maybe we can build like 2 whole outposts now. Or at least 1. Yeah, there's a lot of food down there. I know. Look what's over here. Not food. Can't believe it's not food. The solution to all of our problems? No. And more mountain colleges? Yes. But also over there would be cool. I mean, let's compare some of these neighbor tiles That's the good one. That's what we were planning this whole time. That's gonna build quicker than the other one. Well, I guess we're merging that one first. Or is that gonna end up shooting us in the toe? I don't know. There aren't really any religion followers when there's no one in the city, so not too worried about that. People got more important things to spend their time on, like not dying in the wilderness. We could do that. I don't know. Oh, that gives us influence. Oh. Now that's a little sneaky way to get more influence and pump up our defensive units. I think we will.
It does seem logical that people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
Was that the Liberty or the Order direction? Oh, that's Liberty. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess, yeah. I see the little eagle and I think faster, so what can I say? People finding money. I approve. Oh, there's the embassy. The food problem is getting worse. I mean, what can I say about that? It's unfortunate. But yeah, certain problems are just unsolvable. We need to get the animal barns. What's it gonna cost to merge in districts? I don't know if we can see that until the outpost is built. But we've built the outposts we're gonna build for the near future. We're gonna merge them both. I know it seems crazy with the current value that we're doing this, but we're building a farmer's corner there. It's like, yeah, an embassy would be nice. Do these pull in the surrounding tiles at all? No, they can go anywhere. Oh, do we have the carpentry already? Oh, we gotta start bringing people home. We gotta... some work for them to do. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, you're a full-on warrior. Alright. We do need to keep scouting down in the south here. We do need to stop bullying this guy now, too. What's the right move? We can't abandon this. That guy's a scout. He's going home. You're a scout. You should probably go home. You got a scout up over there. Yeah. These guys are... Yeah, seriously, I do get punished for guarding this. What's to stop me from just... Okay, a lot. What's to stop me from just walking into your territory? Man. That's what I call rude. Alright, do we have anyone else scout in the south who isn't going home? Yes. So, I don't know, just climb a hill and look around. It's worked so far.
Follow me.
I mean, a loss in this game isn't going to be an immediate thing anyway. So, I mean, well, we're still on the train of having doubt in our vibe salvation. Yeah, I mean, I got enough stubbornness to keep motivated. I don't have to tell a story that vibes will save us. Yeah, I still got
Come over here.
that entrepreneur mindset. Grind set, even. Yeah, who ordered the triple cringe sandwich? It was Mr. Krabs. There. So, do we loop back and complete that scouting? Have we seen enough to the east? I feel like we want to loop back and then have someone over in the mountain range. And it seems like a good idea. Don't need everyone out in the boonies, you know. He's a merchant. Immediately? Maybe I can see what you have to do to earn that one.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
What position? That's odd. Oh, trade routes. But yeah, how do you earn it? Oh, I have it too? Ah, yeah, I guess it's, we're all merchants here. Alright, so it has nothing to do with not attacking. I thought it might. Can't propose another. Where am I trespassing? He's lying. What? No, he hasn't pushed it, so. Whatever. Oh. Yeah, you know what we should be doing with these guys? Congratulations, I'm not gonna kill all of you guys to build schools. We're gonna start cutting some trees. It's a much better use of your time, man, than dying horribly. I want that one cut. And a lot of these, if I cut them, the tile's going to be completely useless. So I do got to be mindful of what I'm cutting.
Off we go.
I mean, this one over here, surely we'll never need. But I know the ones over there I'd like to cut. So we can weasel our way into a little more farms.
Let's go.
Yeah. Why don't we get to work on those? It's weasel time. There's one over here too. I can just cut that down. Why not? Let's get to work on that deforestation agenda. The Tech Bro is back on the menu, boys. Okay.
Understood.
It's your lucky day, Elephant. You got
Off
better
we go.
things to do. I feel like I don't usually explore this thoroughly. Uh-oh. There's another set of mountain people, and they aren't so pacifistic. I don't know what we're supposed to do about that, but bringing soldiers back home sounds like a good idea. Hello. Yeah, it ain't safe wandering anymore. Alright. Listen to the wise.
Over this way.
And the rest of us too. We don't have the tech to sacrifice dudes yet, so...
Over this way.
Guess you're the one on tree duty today. I thought it was going to be the other guy, but you got here first. This feels like a really chaotic strategy. Uh-oh. Well, as I said, it's not safe to be out and about anymore. Those guys got beef. Beefy beef. Oh, they're guarding the thing. But yeah, I don't want to lose any units. I gotta figure out how we're gonna run. Because I think they can just catch me, unfortunately, so... Yeah. Before we look at that, how many turns are left on our outposts? 3 and 4. Maybe we should be building another outpost. Oh yeah, hiring an army. Does that count as recruiting units? I should just look that up, huh? I don't know. You don't need to worry about it yet. This one will now take... How many turns to pay back? Like 16, 17. It's still not worth it. I feel like we should be building the outpost just to make sure that it's ours, but... I don't know. We gotta make sure we don't get too much food, you know? We don't want to overshoot. What's this do? Oh. Who cares? You feel like walking over them there forest? So, I mean, we're gonna kick this out the door pretty quick. So then what do we want? That's a valid question, actually. So our next step might even be a misstep. Are we cutting that forest? 'Cause I don't know that we want to be. That's good for 8. There isn't really a purpose to building it there, is there? No, you're moving. You're not cutting the forest. Alright, that one's fine. We know what we're doing. Any lack of direction is purely a feint. Just in case one of the AIs is listening. We're not giving away the real plan. Uh-oh. I think that's just the retreat, actually. That's not a new fight. Speaking of which, might be time to retreat.
Let's go.
Not safe to be nomadic anymore. Oh, how are we gonna get you guys back? Is it safer to cut through and then go south, or is it safer to... I think we gotta push it. Oh, I don't know if we can cut around there. I don't like that. That's a lot of turns going through that territory. Good luck. But I don't think we can get around the north side of that mountain, so... No. You know what? I don't like simultaneous turns. How do I turn it off? Can I turn it off? Shut up, stomach. It might just be part of the save now. Assuming you can even... Oh. Yeah, stand on the mountain, please. Oh, they got archers. And they're just gonna walk onto that. It's a no-win battle. There's nothing we can do. We're gonna get gibbed, so we might as well give them too. What goes around, gibbs around. Don't run back over there. What are you doing? Bad unit. Oh, I can't run away enough to not get caught, Well, I might be able to not die for a turn, and then the battle can end, right? I don't think it works that way. No. It actually says we're in the lead, though, so... I mean, we can vibe it. It'll help the food situation. Oh. Why were we still exploring with you? Are you just being dumb? It's like, it's like I say something that makes sense, but I don't apply it everywhere. Like, you need to come home. These guys are safe for the moment.
We'll stay here.
Yeah, you can stand on the city, because if I put you in the city, you're gonna die. But, isn't that fun? I got the population star somehow. How did I get a pop? I have no idea. Did somebody pick something up? Oh, cool. I got it before I lost it. How are the guys in the north doing? You sneaking through there well enough? Not quite. Well, actually, yeah, you are. What am I saying? Just being a pessimist. So how does this whole sacrificial thing work? Yeah, it's a turn's worth of so-and-so. Congratulations. You are now a turn. Probably would have been more flattering to say that they're a farming town. Yeah, I definitely need a public relations officer in this tech bro commune of ours. We turned the people into a farming community. There's nothing wrong with that. You're acting like it's some kind of atrocity. Industry on the mountains, you say? Ooh. I haven't actually built next to enough of them yet, so that's... Ew. I don't know what it's going to cost to merge the districts, but I guess we're going to be doing a 2-for-1 special. And after we do that, we'll merge some of these armies together and make sure we don't lose this territory. Maybe those guys should guard the outpost. Are you feeling...
Have a glass. Let's get to know each other.
You feeling reasonably friendly over here? I give them the armies. That doesn't feel like the best idea to give someone who's not on the best of terms with you, but is peaceful enough because you have a bigger army. In fact, it sounds like quite a horrible idea. How would you favor a non-aggression pact?
This proposition
okay.
should be in all our best interests.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
It's all right.
We seem to be riding a wave of good cheer.
That helps. Sometimes you gotta offer things from a position of power, not when you have equal to gain. Yeah. So you get favorable deals in the future, you know?
Okay.
Some real life politicking there for you. Oh. A battle. I choose you, scouted you. My food per farmers. You have to build the building for it, though. I don't know about that. Like, you know, most players in this game, you go ancient era, you're out a hunter-gatherer, you're immediately into the agricultural age. Here, we're having to earn it. And I'd say somehow we're... Whoa, look at purple there. He's a rising star. Yeah, I mean, we are playing catch-up here. I don't think I actually need the walls just yet. Let's look a little further ahead as to what we might want. At least within the era. Reinforcements would be valuable. We're not using... They're making military. We won't be using sailing. Yeah, I forget how this tech thing works. In order to go, like, through to trade expeditions, do you require all of the connecting technologies, or just any one of them? Because we may be able to just completely ignore this. There's no reason for us to research it. Automatically creating roads, however, it sounds wise. As well as cultural ambassadors. Reducing influence costs is pretty good, though. As well as markets. A food market. House of Scribes. Stability. Food on river. There's no river. Wheel to writing. It's my plan. I'm sticking to it. Evenly matched. Sounds ambitious. Can't even get up on the high ground. Well, if we defend, it might be an equal loss. It wasn't an equal loss. There was no way to win that right from the start. Hopefully that's not a foreshadowing comment. Alright. Is this why people gave up hunter-gatherer stuff in real life? Because it became too dangerous to just be out in the wilds. Grab that. You had to go hide because other people had weapons and would attack just anyone who's out wandering. Unless they were all cannibals, I don't know why they would bother. Wild animals don't just randomly attack each other. It's too much risk of wounds. Well, most animals don't. What does this cost? That's it? Okay. Maybe we should pivot to the school. Hey, our food problem's down to 26. Not bad, not bad. Why is that dramatically better? Doesn't that border 3 mountains and this only borders 2? Oh, it only counts ones that are in your territory. Well, it will be better there. Guess what? You guys got a job. Do I put it over there? It is such a bad spot. Hmm. 7.5, 5.11. So that's worse. It's got 15 value versus 16. That's actually not that different. Unless I'm counting that wrong. No, I'm not. Not the most defensible location, but none of them really are. The ones over here are pretty terrible too. Just build it. I mean, we could build it sooner if we put it here. There may be value in that, but then we'd have to build something here. I don't know if I want to build an extra quarter. We will have all the mountains in our territory. So we're going to merge that the next turn. We don't get to build any schools over there. I mean, we got the influence rolling in. I mean, we might even want to build a outpost down here at this point. And maybe he shouldn't run all the way over there.
Follow me. Follow me.
We do want to preserve these units, considering we can't be building a bunch of them. Hopefully what he wants is good news. Attach. Up to 3 stars. We gonna be the comeback kid over here? Not that far behind. Isn't that a song? Not that far behind. No, that's not it. Alright. We'll probably get Builder, we'll get the Expansionist, we'll probably not get that. We'll get the Tech. We'll be fine. Hesitant.
It was not love or hate at first sight. Let's see how second sight goes.
Thought he was just asking for my entire army here. No, unfortunately not. And he's not making any demands or anything with the grievance, so we're good. Tensions are lowering. What am I supposed to be doing about that horse, by the way? Horse range. Oh man, I gotta be building that too. So much to build in so little time. And then I gotta build the barns after I build the ranch. That's rough. I can boost my culture though. It's less rough. At what point do I just take the thing, huh? Take 5 people to rush that. How much would it take for this? Oof. Hey, why are you producing food? Get out of there. So how did I get another population in here anyway? This suspicious. Alright, whatever. Finish making your quarter. Yeah, even with all the tree cutting. How much does that even get us? 20. 20's not bad. To cut or not to cut the tree? That is the question. It's like that feels like one we might actually want in the future. That's the problem.
All right.
Oh well. As long as there's trees to cut, these guys can stay alive. Get that farmland going. Look how much it's snowing. You think you're cringing now? Just wait until cringe, fringe, linge, binge. I don't know. The moment's gone. Singe. Could cut that forest. Why does that feel like a bad idea? Yeah, we're not using it. I mean, this one we're going to be using. So those are safe. That one we can cut. I'm exhausted. I'm like obsessively optimizing these forests at this stage. Oh, there's a lot we can cut over here. That's actually a lot more valuable to cut as well. I can cut that. So we're going to be building a school there anyway. Oh, we'll be able to merge that almost immediately. I'm not sure if we're doing things in the right order at this point. I feel like the units are being useful, but how long are they going to be useful for? There's only so many forests. And like I said before, any warriors we get rid of now, they're gone. Not coming back. What's the quickest way to get the school out? Because that'll allow us to rush through the science, but I think we need to just get the Baker's Corner out first. That basic infrastructure online. Oh, congratulations, you got through their terrain. Now you only have the rest of the way to go. No one said it'd be easy. Can you just like cut any forest? Like, could I cut that one? Oh hey.
Let's do this.
You can make a detour. It's fine. Alright, are all of my units like back near the home at least? You're over there, but I think we're working on that. At this point, it's safe to invest in that, right? Well, no, I mean, we can churn out the outposts still, actually. I know all this food. What are the tiles of the highest value? Now we've pretty much claimed all of them we were looking at, seriously, so. You have iron, but we're not going to be using it, so we'd only take that if we were going to trade it. I think we seriously do just want to plop down an outpost, grab all the food. It's time to make a responsible choice. Just one. That's going to take forever to build, by the way. So, is there a way to get a balance between turns and... That looks a lot more balanced because it's next to a forest. Yeah. Of course, we're losing a turn walking over there. We can only get so much. What's this? Oh. Distinctive game pieces, huh? Can we afford instability? Yeah, it's fine. It's only 5. You finished your forest. Could sacrifice the pops for that. It's like, what, 6 turns of industry for 2 pops that aren't replenishable right now? Let's do that first and see how that affects the food situation. There's more merchanting going on. Look at him with his 3 pops. But he don't got this land, yo. What was this guy doing over there? Like a stupid demilitarized zone. Joke's on you. I can cut down this forest the same as any other. Alright. I want to rush this, but it's a question of how. I feel like that got more expensive. Oh, the school's gonna get more expensive too because every district you build. Unfortunate. So, it's like putting out the Maker's Quarter isn't actually helping as much as I wish it were. Because it's going to make it more expensive. I need to do that first. I know. It's like inefficiencies. Should we be thinking about a second city at this stage? Especially with the guys who were hanging around up over there. Because the problem is a lack of production chains. Not a lack of any... Well, there is a lack of resource. But forget about that. Also, if military units are costing food, can that burden be spread between cities? I don't know how that works. But I feel like yes. This is a defensible location. You can build some farms here that overlap into the river. It's frustrating where the region border is, though. See if there's a better way to do it. We don't get any of the luxury resource here either. We would have to start on the coast. And with those guys right there, I don't want separated cities. The wheel's coming up soon. So, I mean, we don't want to build it right over here next to them. At least want some distance. We would have to send some of the warriors up there to defend it, though. One guy's not enough. We would quickly want to expand into this region. But, you know, we'll be thinking. Why don't you get up there? See if anyone's paying any attention. I don't know what it would cost to found a second city, considering we're trying to get this city fixed, too. Is the food situation going to require this? It seems intuitive that it would. Unless we can ship food from a second city, which then wouldn't be feeding itself. It's like the more we expand, the more expensive these schools are going to get. So it's like we want to get those out. Yeah, we ideally want to build them up around over here too. So it's like, I feel like we should give up on this. Gotta remember, we don't have the horse ranch online yet. I think these guys do need to actually abandon their outpost. It sounds insane, but we're going to ignore the fertile plains. Continue on with our madness. How long would it take you to get up there? It'll have to do. Grab that along the way, why don't you? This is vibe strategy. We're taking it as far as we can take it. So we have a whole bunch of forests that are about to redeem 20. How much more did this need? For 100. It doesn't do anything other than the industry and the workers that we can't feed. Just keep chasing the school. Maybe we'll push that back even further. The horses on their own don't do anything. It's just frustrating. What'd you get me? More culture. Just keep picking up that culture, why don't you? You're gonna get a lot more influence.
Yes, Commander.
Doing what we can. I want to cut the forest. I do not like how defenseless they are there. Good luck. I should have gone for these ones, but we already moved. Not going to waste turns running back and forth. It's just science curiosities. I could use other resources. Anyone feel like being sacrificed at the altar of school? No? Ooh, someone over there. Huh. They actually pretty close. Well, I mean, that means they can give us stuff for free in here, too, so... Don't overlook the importance of that. Winning the faith battle that we're not even trying to play. Interesting. Yeah, don't go cutting down the palace garden. Yeah, we're gonna have to call this episode shortly. Let's... where are we on this? Oh, people are already ready to go to the next era. That's not good. Even on one turn, is that going to cost one person? It's like... I am tempted. The altar of school commands it.
Over this way.
I think that counts as the city, so they can just be there. It's whatever. You can go cut down that forest. No industry. Don't do that. Guess that's too far away. Oh no. So is that. So it's useless to declare it out of your territory. Well, you deprive someone else of it. That's not helpful. How'd the school get down to one turn? What did I do different? Is it counting this? It must be. Oh, that was already going on though. Color me confused. Whatever color that happens to be. You've cut down the forest. Keep chopping.
An embassy opens elsewhere in the world. Precisely the kind of thing an ambassador would know about ahead of time.
Okay. And now it's back up to 2. I'm confused. We're gonna sacrifice people. What do you expect me to do? I was confused. Alright. I'm really distrustful about putting the people back in the city, so just in case it doesn't work out like it should. Forget about the food, man. Got better things to do. I mean, I could. Oh. How expensive that horse ranch? No, I can't sacrifice 2 people for a turn and a half. Although, only 12 of that's coming from the workers. You know what I'm saying? Oh. -1 food. Because the horse ranch on its own doesn't give us much. It's like we're gonna need this first. And that's the really good school over there. What was that giving us? No, I gotta see that again. It's not actually giving us the production for the mountains. That sucks. So wait a minute. If I was gonna put a maker's, only 10. No. 21 science. I gotta do it, don't I? It'll get me a builder star. The food situation is almost solved. I regret the sacrifices that you all have to make. Anyone else not doing anything productive at the moment? How much have I destroyed my population? I'm down to like 6 or something. Actually not that bad. We had excess people. It's alright, we protected our ruler from the famine. And that rules. Why didn't we chop this forest down yet? Get to work. There be trees growing over there. You. Outpost. You. Get the cool thing in the river. Can I cut this tree now? No. Even when I'm gonna have roads? Really? I actually feel like this guy should be defending up there as well. I mean, the city was built to be defensible. not so much that. We have a non-aggression pact. It's fine. We may even want to cut some trees up here once we got an outpost down, so. I think on turn 35 is when we should call it. We're almost a tenth of the way through the game. That's a lie, though, because the turns take longer when there's more to be looking at.
The Phoenicians are famed for their good ships and smart traders. Best to watch your coastlines and your coffers.
Coastlines are safe. Someone's in the classical era, though. That's awkward for us. Well, we're not really doing bad. Problem is, if we don't get the schools built, we're going to miss out. Because district stability is the only thing that's carrying forward when deals those things. We really should have picked a food choice. It's crazy we haven't gotten any of the estate ones when we're the estate civ, but the schools take a long time to set up. Definitely should get another science. Agrarian's a lost cause. Builder will get. Don't know about diplomat. No military. We might stick around the era for a bit. That's what I'm saying. Want to check out our roads? We even got a road over to him. To the forests.
I'm on.
Yeah, roads. No, they haven't built a road through there yet, though. Yeah, well, we'll get to it eventually. Yes. I mean, guarding that is pretty important. Unless we can build it faster. Build it faster, build it better. Chopping them trees. We're definitely gonna build a. Where are we gonna build the school? Up there. If we build it here, then we need that territory. It's like, or this one. We want this one anyway, actually. That's not such a bad idea. Gotta be chopping them trees. It's only one away. That's certainly gonna be safe enough. Besides, we don't want anyone attacking the city from a forest. So yeah, it is how you set up outposts. You put everyone to work. I don't think we did any tree chopping in our other series. I didn't pay any attention to this mechanic. So, we're getting to the point where the food problem is going to be solved. We're down only -4. Now, how's that for progress? What happens if we move you over there? It doesn't actually add a turn to that. So I would say we should be doing that. Unless we want like 6 science. Not 6, 7. 6 science. Yeah, actually. we do need to be making faster progress on this. The irrigation will be useful too. We're gonna go that way. Organized warfare doesn't really go anywhere, but we're gonna need that. Alright, can't go without organized warfare, can we? I'm thinking maybe we could. So we need to fly through these techs if we want to get to the gold science star, which seems achievable to me. Be nice to get at least one estate star. A melody for every occasion, you say? Musicians. To musicians. I just said that. Yeah, I'm crapping out. I need to finish this. Money minus science. Well, I don't know about that one. I'll pay for the production. Let's get some of those consequences rolling. Do not like how long that school's gonna take. There's just one more of them we need before we leave the era, as far as this city is concerned. The next city isn't even founded, so may or may not get to build a school there. Like, the only smart thing to do is to get this barn out right now, though, right? 5 food per the horse, a whole bunch of them for the farmers' quarters. Yeah, we have to do that. The amount that's going to rank up the population, too, it might even be worth. Would you look at that? Everyone's busy chopping trees. It's almost as if they knew I would be looking. It's for the future of the human race, everybody. You gotta make some sacrifices. How else are we gonna make it to Mars? And with that, we're not sacrificing the idle army. And with that, we're gonna call today's episode. And delete all those extra saves we've been... I mean, I have to name the save if I want to put it in the cloud. I gotta be smart. Think of something like Techsnow. There you go. Oh, now I could have it named Zao whatever. Rude. Let's delete all these extras. Also, let's see what difficulty we're on. Because I forget. Empire, there it is. So where's Empire? Like no. If I was gonna go in here, well, that probably just spoiled who's spawned in that game. Thanks, game. 3rd from the top. So I think we played Nation last time. I don't know. One of those two. Good thing my brain's not together enough to remember the spoilage. I am disappointed in my avatar's hair color, however. I wanted something less blonde and more like someone who had red hair. And then it went grayish. So does this guy look like a pacifist to you? I don't know. I guess we could say that his hair got a little bit lighter, but it didn't go full gray. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But that's what we're here to do anyway. Overthinkings. What else? It's part of the memo. You know, this channel's all about, you know, overthink and then underthink. You know, keep them off guard. I wasn't really liking the thoughtful. But I don't know what else I would pick. We'll leave it alone for now. Yes. Till next time. Goodbye.